Hey everyone, Cookie here. I have for you a CSR 13 Regicide gameplay. This is on a drift. Right off the bat I spawn and go for overshield. End up getting it, and I want to be very aggressive with it, so I drop down right away looking for the king. I pick off Jake the Snake, take out the king. Notice there's someone behind me, thrust her back away, toss a nade off the wall, and end up beating him down. I thought that nade was a frag grenade, but I only had plasmas. But I end up rushing this guy because I know he has snipe, and that's obviously a weapon I want to pick up. So I pick up the snipe and the BR, and notice what I immediately do right here. I check the hallway. If you are at snipe spawn, very frequently people are in the hallway. They're rushing down the hallway trying to get to you, especially if you're king and you have an indicator above your head. Whenever you are there, people will just continually rush down the hallway or up from basement to get to you. So it's always important to check both of those pathways. So I jump up here, miss the shot, take out my BR and just get the 4 shot. Turn around, notice there's someone on the side of me, snipe him and thrust her back over the nade he fired. Right there, I was going to have the triple. I had the headshot lined up. I pulled the trigger, but I had to reload the snipe. I missed my no-scope right there, but I end up taking this guy out. Turn around, and I took the guy out who I missed. Right here, there are 2 people on me. I couldn't really do anything, so I noticed there are 2 people rushing up basement. Take out this guy, take out him, and so what I did right there was just interrupt a fight. I took out one guy who was rushing me, but then there was a guy being fired at from behind. So I cleaned up the kill, and then I shot the guy who was firing at the guy who I killed. So whenever you can interrupt fights as king, you want to do that. If 2 people are around you but they're not fighting you, or they're not fighting each other, then you don't want to move in. I guess that's kind of obvious, but a lot of people think that you can move in and just win individual battles, but if there are 2 people near you and you choose to rush in, or you choose to play aggressively, they're not going to go for each other like they would at perhaps like a normal game type. If you have an indicator above your head and killing you gives them more points than killing just the other person, they're both going to fire at you until you're dead, and then they're going to turn on each other. Right here, I beat this guy down. Notice that there's another guy coming up lift. I double nade him and thrust her pack away. Somehow I don't die from my nades, but I end up getting the overkill, but I get picked off from behind. I notice snipe is up, so I go for it immediately. You may wonder why I'm using thruster pack in this gameplay. If you're paying attention a little bit earlier, I've been using it the entire game in pretty effective ways, mostly to just dodge nades or to get around a wall quickly. Thruster pack, you can thrust in any direction, and just as you practice with it, you can just get better. You know when to use it more. But primarily it really is just to get around edges or walls pretty quickly. Sometimes it's just to avoid people who have snipes. It's to avoid grenades. You can use it to ninja if you want. I've seen people do that before, but just primarily it's kind of a avoiding death type of an armor ability. There are other armor abilities that are kind of like that, like the hard light shield, but I like the thruster pack the best. Right there I fell off the map. I wanted to back into the lift, but I guess I missed it, so I fell off the map, but it doesn't really matter. I go immediately back to snipe spawn. I know my snipe isn't there anymore, but if you're king, people are always going to rush in, so you'll notice what I'm doing is just kind of staying back snipe spawn, and I know people will rush me, so I just kind of wait, play patiently, and sure enough, there's someone who comes to basement and rushes me. Pick him off, and I know there's probably still going to be a guy in the hallway. I wait for him. There's a guy that comes basement. So, like I said earlier in the game, if you are at snipe spawn, you can watch this hallway, or you can watch the basement, and just keep checking those areas because eventually people will rush you. Anyway, I only need 1 more kill to end this game. This guy rushes me, I get the easy 4, and I end up winning. Once again, it was a Regicide gameplay, CSR 13 on a drift. More gameplays to come. Like, comment, and subscribe if you would like. And that is all. So, see you later.